Hey guys, how you doing? So I just want to show you what I was up to today, what I did. And first thing, I finished one of these new kitchen knives. It's the same design, but this is a thinner AEB-L, unlike the thicker S35VN. So really nice, this is freaking lightsaber. One of the sharpest knives, the sharpness and the cutting geometry is just ridiculous. It really is. Like if you drop the phone book, let me see. Let me get a new sheet of this and show you. So I'll just drop the phone book paper on the knife, and it cuts into it just from the paper falling on it. It's just ridiculous, really crazy. Super lean. It's gonna be a great kitchen knife. This is the handle that I did before, and I replaced it for a customer. So it's just the peel ply, so this is gonna be kind of affordable. Just did the simple scabbard for it sheet, so it just doesn't rattle in your drawer in the kitchen, so it's kind of protected. And I like it. It's definitely great cutter, and just ridiculously sharp, this one. And somebody's gonna enjoy this. It's a good knife. Next one was I finished my Rhino XL machete, also AEB-L. Now AEB-L, guys, this a lot of you guys are already very familiar because I use that steel a lot, but there are still people that don't know that steel. And in my opinion, I honestly believe that I've tested a bunch of steels, and you guys know that I did a lot of work with AEB-L. I did machetes, I did big 2-feet machetes out of AEB-L with crazy thin grinds, under 10 thousandths behind the edge grinds and stuff like that. This is also pretty much under 10. It's ridiculously thin on the edge. It thickens up, but not like my regular knives. It thickens up behind the edge, but the actual very edge is just ridiculously thin, and it can take it, unless you cut into it and twist it, which you're not supposed to do. It can take it easily. And I really believe if you take into consideration everything, all the features of the steel, so price, grindability, sand resistance, sharpness, how easy and how fine of an edge it can take, it really is the best overall steel, because it stays sharp for a very reasonable amount of time. It's super easy to resharpen or just strobe or hone back. It has a pretty decent rust resistance, and all these things combined, it's just awesome steel. That's why I use it so much. So you have the Rhino. This one is gonna I'm not gonna do it tonight, it's too late. It's gonna have a nice Kydex sheet. It's gonna be brown base, but I will do probably a custom paint job on it. It has OD green and sage, I think, or jade. I'm not sure now. It's that really subtle layered G10, very subtle, but it looks pretty cool. Nice and slim, but very comfortable. Everything is rounded, and it has that wider profile, so it's not gonna spin in your hand. You don't want this type of knife to spin, so you want to have that security of that grip being a little narrower and flat and wider, so it still fills the hand nicely. And a really cool handle. I have a video, I'll probably upload it later on. I was doing a little chopping in the bushes, and it's pretty damn good. So I like this one a lot. Really nice. Has a chamfered edges on the top, just knocked off the corners. Really fine edge, a really pretty grind. It was a lot of work to grind this, but I think it was worth it. When it's done, I'm gonna put it out in a gear brush, but that's gonna be probably tomorrow or the day after. And the last thing today is the hog. So the prototype hog, also in the thinner AEB-L. I just wanted to see how it is, but it's pretty damn nice. And what I did for this one is this is called Black Palm. It's ridiculously hard, super hard wood. It's like a bamboo or ebony, really. I think actually it is a kind of a ebony. Ebony? I think ebony. So it's very hard, super dry and hard wood. It's epoxied with that really super strong, the G-Flex epoxy. So really strong. There's a titanium. Actually, I have to clean this and chamfer it. There's a titanium tube on the front, and then it has aluminum pins, 4-inch pins. and I like this a lot. It's really nice in the hand. There was a lot of work to do this handle, you know. It's a big handle and it's contoured just like my knives. It has those curves here, so it creates in all different positions kind of like a palm swells, and at the same time also kind of like a index finger. Then you have kind of like an index finger here for a choke up grip, and it's really nice. It's very light. It has a ridiculous cutting geometry, obviously. I would be cautious with throwing. You can throw, and I did throw it, and it's fine. But if you were to throw it, I would probably thicken up the edge. But look at this. That's unsupported phone book, just push cutting. Ridiculously sharp. So is this. So is that Rhino XL. Is just absolute ridiculous. Really crazy sharp. I was, you know, just enjoying it today, really taking my time with the edges and with everything. Also the finish on the Rhino, considering how big it is, and it's not the full high grind. It will be 2 weeks, so the grind is actually only about maybe 3/4 of an inch high. But then blend everything in nicely so it looks nice, and it's not that blend in that the spine goes in again, like it's narrower by the spine than in the center. It was a lot of work and a lot of, like, I have to be patient, but it was a good day. The hog is also pretty nice and keen edge, and it's not perfect because I had a hard time getting in here, but it's pretty cool, and it's something that I cannot charge too much for because it's the thin kind of like machete style hog, but it's really cool, and I think it looks beautiful. Let me show you, like, overall shot. It's just really cool looking, you know, design and shape, and it feels great in the hand, really good in the hand. And overall shot of this, look at that, isn't that pretty? I like this, really like it. I'm curious how much of a headache the sheet will be tomorrow. And actually, first time I cut myself on the video. As I was turning this, I touched that edge. Actually touched it, just barely touched it, and it got me a little bit. It's small, but funny. First time on the video, don't cut yourself. Yeah, so much for saying it every video, right? Guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.